Hi, I'm Mr. Seward. Today we'll be teaching you how to do math with integers. By the end of this lesson, students should be able to add, subtract, multiply, and divide an integer. Integer is a positive or a negative number. Some important vocab is add, the process of uniting two or more numbers into one sum. Subtraction, the process or skill of taking one number or amount away from another. Division, the action of separating something into parts or the process of being separated. Now Ms. Sidaway is going to give you some useful tips.
Tip 1 is to use heaps, holes, number lines, and chips. For the heaps and holes, you put the number of positives on the top using heaps and number of negatives on the bottom, and the ones left out of the potato-looking things is the answer. For the number line, you put one of the numbers on the number line, and for subtraction, you go this way, and for addition, you go that way. And for chips, you draw how many positives and how many negatives there are, and if there's a positive and a negative right next to each other, they cancel each other out, and the ones left, like, not crossed out, is the answer. Tip number 2 is know your formulas. Add positive times positive is positive, negative times negative is positive, negative times positive is negative, and positive times negative is negative. A trick for this is to know that if there's the same sign being multiplied, then it's positive, and if it's two different signs, then it would be negative. Tip number 3 is to add all negatives. Tip number 4 is to know what equals what. Two negatives equals a positive, and 3 negatives equals a negative. Odd number of negatives equals negatives, and even number of negatives equals positive. Something is wrong with these problems. If you can pause the video and try to figure it out, and you can start the video again once you think you know it. What was wrong was that two negatives next to each other is supposed to be a positive, but it's negative right here, and so it's actually 2 plus 2 equals 4. And then this one is same thing, negative right next to negative is a positive, and a negative and a positive. Yeah. A negative and a positive next to each other, especially since it's 2, it's an equal number of negatives and positives, and those cancel at each other, and it's 0. For this one, that's a negative, and it's a positive, so that was actually correct. So is that one. Oops. Here's some practice problems. I'm going to be doing these. You can do the extra 3 for extra practice. Use the hint to solve the problems. Pause the video so you can solve them. Here are the answers and how I did them. Valerie has some extra resources if you don't know what to do from this video.
Extra resource is KhanAcademy.com. You click on the integers, or funforthebrain.com, look up integer games, or mathgoodies.com, click on integers.